Thank you so much, Yogeshwari. Welcome to Her Story from Yourstory. And congratulations uh, to be appointed at the managerial level in an underground mine. Congratulations for being one of the first two women to be appointed at the managerial level at an underground mine. So, how does it feel, Yogeshwari, receiving this honor?
Yeah, of course, it feels very great. It feels like I have worked in this industry for past 5 years, and I was just waiting for this opportunity. When in 2019 this amendment came, it was I was ready for it. I was already ready before that, but when this amendment came, it was like a golden opportunity for me. So I just grabbed that opportunity, and I'm very happy that I'm able to achieve the title which I was working so hard for last 5 years. So
Wonderful.
definitely it felt very, yeah.
Can you tell me about yourself, a little about yourself, your background, where you come from, your education, and how you became a mining engineer?
Okay. So basically, I'm from Goa. My mother is a homemaker, and my father is working in he is a government servant. When I was very young, there were very mining, mines nearby to me in my vicinity. So I was always interested to know that how we are excavating such a huge earth crust and getting out this valuable minerals. So this thing was always back on my mind. But in Goa, we never had a degree in mining engineering. We were having diploma. So when I passed my 12th standard, where I was planning to do engineering. For the very first time, mining degree was introduced in Goa, that too in collaboration with Vedanta. So that was like a great opportunity. And talking about myself, I always wanted to do something which is unique, which is exciting, which will be challenging. So initially, I thought of doing something in civil or else in mechanical. But when this mining introduced in Goa, I was pretty much sure that yes, I want to do something like this. So I discussed with my parents, I discussed with my professors, and but 95% of them just suggested me not to go for this field because it is not for women, it seems. So that further made my decision more stronger, because it was like, why we have this kind of thought in this century, 21st century, and I just wanted to break these stereotypes. So that made my decision more stronger, in fact, and I decided to take this risk. uh, Although there was always no calculated risk in that. Even you must be knowing, like engineering second year, you get this opportunity to change your branch as well. So considering everything, I took this risk, and within that 1 year, my decision got more stronger. I'm like, no, I have to continue in this stream, because I visited some of the mines. I visited some of the mining fraternity. So like that, I entered into mining industry, and yes, I have been top of my batch too. So yes.
Oh, wonderful. So, were there many other girls in your mining batch?
Yeah, when I joined, there were four girls, and four of us got passed out in mining.
Okay.
So
So, you
three of us
joined,
got placed in Vedanta.
oh, three of you were placed in
Yeah.
Vedanta as soon as you finished your
Yes.
engineering course. So, tell us what do you do at Vedanta now, and what did you start off as, and what is the progression in your career been?
Okay. So in 2015, when I joined Vedanta, I joined as a GET, graduate engineer trainee. So I was initial 3 years I have worked in open cast mines in Goa. So Goa, I have worked in many operations, like right from planning, like control room in charge, then working in shifts. So since just three girls for the very first time was working in mines, so it was difficult for them to put ourselves in operations. But then I took the decision. I said that I have to work in operations, so I started coming in shifts. I because for girls only A shift was allowed out of three. So I said, okay, fine, I'll do A shift. So I used to handle whole A shift. But soon after that, mining got banned in Goa, unfortunately.
Oh,
So yeah. So after that, I planned to come to Hindustan Zinc. because many of us was transferring from Goa to Hindustan Zinc. My colleague and my family was not in support of that. Support as in they were like, I was already in my comfort zone. There was no impact, harmful impact on my job, because I had a secure job in Goa, uh, in that state as well. But that was a great opportunity again for me to work in underground mines. And although I have never decided before that to work outside of Goa, as in, I always had a plan to work out of India, like in abroad, not outside of Goa. So
Okay.
just because of the ban, I had this thought, and I was, I was surprised that I will never get this opportunity again to work in underground mines, and it was a huge thing. And till then, there were no girls working in underground mines.
Okay.
Yeah. So that again, I convinced my parents, I convinced my HR team, and yes, again they supported me. My parents has always been supportive. They always say that whatever you want to do, I believe in you. Whatever you will do, it will be great. So I never had any problem from them, but they were just having this thought on how my girl will adjust in such a remote state and everything.
So
So
where are you based now, and what is it that you do?
recently, I am transferred in Kayad Mines, that is in Ajmer. But before that, I was in Rampura Agucha mine, which is one of the largest producing mine worldwide. So I had 3 years of experience in Rampura Agucha mine, and recently, like today, I have joined in Kayad Mines.
Oh, wonderful. So what is your experience of working in an underground mine? What is it that you do, and how many hours do you work in an underground mine?
In underground mines, like again, I entered Hindustan Zinc, but there were no law which was supporting women's employment in underground mines. So luckily, in January 2019, this amendment came, where it stated that in open cast mines you can work 24 hours, and in underground mines you can work till 7 p.m. So considering that, I took a transfer from planning to operations, proper operations. So then I started. Since then, I'm working in A shift, completely in operations. So like basically, I come at 6 a.m. I do shift allocation of manpower, everything, machine to manpower, and then going underground, handling whole shift, providing them with resources throughout the shift, and this is how it works.
Okay. So what is the experience of working in an underground mine? Did you feel scared at first? Or what was your thoughts like, for the first time when
So
you went underground?
like surprisingly, that never happened to me.
Okay.
I in fact enjoy working in underground.
Okay.
More than one cast, I enjoy working in underground. So that has never been a issue with me.
Okay. Okay.
Company
Wonderful.
is also so supportive. They are providing us with everything. Like as per law, 3 girls are going underground. Then they are providing us with vehicles. They are providing us with initial breakfast, morning breakfast, and everything which is required to run a shift. They give us everything. In fact, one engineer or the assistant manager also used to come down with us. So it was all secure and safe.
Okay. So do you face any challenges, or have you faced any incidents or experiences while being underground, which you would like to tell us about?
Okay, so one day, my development in charge, I went underground with him, and he said like that was my second or third visit, maybe. That is before amendment. Okay, so third visit, and he dropped me in one level. We have levels in underground. He dropped me in one level, and he said, "Today you will walk throughout this level, and you will note down every cross cut and everything." Okay, so there were three loaders working. Loader, okay, there are large machineries, HMM,
Yeah.
heavy earth moving machineries. So they were working. Three loaders were working in that level. So I was really scared at initial, because for the very first time I was walking and crossing those machines and everything. So I entered there. I started doing my job level to like cross cut to cross cut. As I went further, the loader was unloading into the trucks, and
Okay.
it unloaded it, and it was taking reverse. And loaders operation is like that he don't have 100% visibility. He can just see 30 to 40%, okay, through that. So I was knowing that, so I was little scared, like, okay, now where to go, in which crosscut to move, and I wasn't knowing like where he will go. So uh, luckily I entered in another crosscut where it didn't come, but I was very scared that time. But it was a great learning for myself, because that in charge, like, he wanted me to know what are the challenges and how physically you need to be strong
Yes.
while working in underground mines. So actually, I am very thankful to him, because he taught me many things related to field. But that was the very first time, so I remember that incident, and that was really horrible that day. But
Okay.
but because of that, I know how to handle, like, how to move, from where to move, to know all the operations, what activity is going in which area. So that is very important. So that's
Okay.
how
So, what are the physical and mental strengths that women need if they want to work in an underground mine?
you should be interested and willing to work in underground mines. It's not that you decide and then looking at the physical challenges, you are just taking a step back. It's not going to work like that. If you are strong enough, you should be strong from here first. So when learning things, you eventually learn things once you because mining is all about experience. You cannot just learn it on paper. So you need to go underground. Whatever you do, you must be sitting in planning department, but you have to visit first to know what you are doing on plans. So it is all about experience. So you have to go underground to learn it, and while learning it, you will come across many things, and which requires physically strong, and I believe more than that, mentally strong is very important, because mining is wholly male dominated industry. There are one to two women you will find with yourself. Many a times I go alone in underground. There is no woman with me, but I manage my things. I had initially, I used to have problems. Now I can't even remember my problems. That is how I need to think on that, like, what problems did I had. So accordingly, you should manage your things. When you are strong from here, you can physically you can make it happen. That is not that tough. You need to be strong from here first. That is what I do. Yeah.
Wonderful. So, what kind of support and encouragement do you get from the management? Because you're one of the few women in the
Yeah.
who works as an underground engineer.
The one thing you said, challenge, challenge, a major challenge was like making people believe in myself. Because in 100 men, one girl enters, they think, okay, fine, she will come, she will do her job, and she will go. They usually don't trust you with any job, any hard job, basically. So working, as I said, mentally strong from here, and then working every single day on achieving your day-to-day goals, that make people believe that, okay, she can do these things. Once you make them believe, okay, she can handle this too, they give you further job, and that's how they extend their support too. But initially it was very difficult for me to make them believe that, yes, I can do this, I can do this job. So that is the major challenge I've faced during my mining career. And supports, when this amendment came, uh, as per that, three girls going together in underground, then working in supervisory category, not in workers category, basically, like driving HMM or something like that. No. Then providing us with the facilities like washroom, portable washrooms, then providing us with the vehicle. So this kind of supports management have given us. Is in my case, this second class certificate is mandatory document for first class. Okay, so my second class was not received due to this corona thing, which was going still going on. But the Hindustan Zinc management, they have talked to the DTMS officer, and not only being a female candidate, everyone's certificate, they have helped everyone to get that certificate as soon as possible, so that we all can, those who are eligible for exam, they all can apply for it. Since it was a mandatory document, they helped us a lot with that. first class. And then again, during preparation of first class examination, they have conducted classes, appointed one DGMS, senior DGMS officer, who had almost 30 years of experience in being a regional inspector of one region. And he trained us like how to give written exam as well as this oral exams. So Hindustan Zinc appointed that, and throughout locations, every location, we had 1 week of classes. So yes.
Okay. Why do you think there are very few women in this sector, Yogeshwari?
I think you know people believe that it is a hard job. Yes, it is, but it's not like there is nothing in which women cannot excel. Today's generation, in every sector we are excelling. So mining, I guess, people, it was always overrated that it is just for males. So I guess looking at those physical constraints, women must have never entered into that. But those who know mining closely, those who have seen, I think they can take this risk. And mostly because even our parents most of the time doesn't support for this kind of decisions. They want a secure life for their children. They don't think they can go for something which is out of box. So today's generation, I guess, firstly, teachers, guardians, and the parents, they must know like what is the capability of a student or the person. So once you will know that and explore, exploring is also required. Like what we know doing MBBS, we know doing engineering, we know that profession like teachers. So exploring at very young age, like when you're in 10th or 11th or 12th, you must explore in what areas I can go. Once you explore, you get to know like, okay, I have interest in this, I have interest in that. So that is how it works.
Okay.
But
So, what would your advice be to other young girls, who want to take up, like what you said, out of the box
mhm.
careers or unconventional careers?
There is no boundaries for women. There are no any boundaries. I might sound feminist, but I can give you one example over here. For example, there is one job and there is one lady and a man. Okay, men will apply for it even though he is prepared 40%. But a girl who is prepared 60%, she will think, no, I will prepare 80% and then only I'll apply. So that kind of mentality, because of that one thing, we are remaining behind. So first we need to believe in ourselves, then only people are surrounding us will believe. So that is the lack in especially in women's, not being biased towards women's, but this is the fact. So I think you must not uh, uh, restrict your areas. You must explore and just go with confidence. Just whatever you do it with confidence. And yes.
So, what are you looking forward to in the future, Yogeshwari?
So I always have ABC plans.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, because we cannot but okay, but I just focus on one plan and I try to do that. But if that doesn't work, I go for B plan. So my right now my A plan is to get at top management in Hindustan Zinc or in Vedanta resources in my current company itself. But other than that, I have other plans too.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Yogeshwari. It was wonderful talking to you. More power to you and all the very best.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.